EA Sports, within the game. Boom, whap, zap. He was like a superhero on that run.
I'm alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm. I bet I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue, I'm making pigs fly, now I move mountains. I would've beaten the heart of a crash test dummy, I'm more so astounded. Yeah, look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible. Impossible, impossible.
for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You put the, you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rockabye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live in. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottle. Take 2 and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
A loss of a yard. Kill. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. 46.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 66 yards. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Now this, a very short kick. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
From the gun, here's Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Touchdown! Noah Fant, 64 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
A second down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. That seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
25 yards that time. To the air again, Prescott. And it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys have moved out in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken way up at the 25. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, and he fires one that's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Marr now to kick this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Smith on first down. Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 40 yards. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. Myers connects on the PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Seahawks 14. Jason Myers can kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything in the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Prescott on first down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott, man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on 1 run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the 2nd half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go now. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw again on 2nd down. Smith. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's got the speedster Goodwin. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Come on. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Now Gino on first down. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Marquise Goodwin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards.
Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Past the 20. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Marr now to add the extra point. Now before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out. And they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this a very, very short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Seahawks take over first down 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On first down, Smith. Dancing to his left. Deep ball for Goodwin. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Goodwin with his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Gino's going to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated.
He's got a man, complete. A big play here for Dallas. 58 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Here we go, 46.
Here's Prescott. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. He's got it at the 2. And he will get into the end zone. And it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken way up at the 25. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To the air again, Smith. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Throwing now is Gino. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd down, it's Walker. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Here's Smith looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to take another shot here. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Let's go. Go, Reed, go.
And the slot man goes in motion left. A man born to play in this stadium. It's DJ Dallas. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Another run. Again, it's Dallas. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DJ Dallas, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Cowboys 43. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it, and it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Dak. Steps away to his left. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but no, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. Dak Prescott, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are back within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. So the deficit now 3 after the huge conversion, but they need to get the football back.
So this is where special teams really comes into play, because getting the ball back, it starts with this next kickoff. How do they get downfield? Either jar it loose or get the ball back themselves. That's going to be key for them.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Down to a knee, here goes Smith, and that should all but do it. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
We're going to 54. Here we go, go to 54, Here we go, 47.
One last shot now for Prescott. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
There it goes.